Hello, everyone, and welcome again to another Teacher Joseph podcast. Well, with all this talk about balloons in the sky, I thought I might as well add my tuppence worth and what I think about these balloons. Well, first of all, the idiom add my tuppence worth simply means to add my view. Tuppence worth basically is an old expression meaning I will add my 2 pence worth. I think in American English they call it 2 cents, don't they? They say I'll add my 2 cents. It just means I'll add my view. And as a monetary value, 2 pence or 2 cents worth. Some more examples of that would be if someone asks you what you think of eating meat or what you think of being vegetarian, someone might say, well, I'll tell you what I think. But someone else might say, well, I'll give you my 2 pence worth, my tuppence worth, as we say. We pronounce it as tuppence because that's the old English way of saying 2 pence. It might be easier for you just to say my 2 cents worth because I think that's probably more common across the English world. But being the British man I am, I prefer the English one, the tuppence worth. Okay, so my view of the balloons. Well, you know, I never really thought these balloons were actually aliens, but did you see the size of them? I mean, when they started talking about balloons hovering over the atmosphere, I assumed they were like little Chinese lanterns. But no, I just saw the size of one of them. These things are huge. They're like massive balls in the sky. A little bit strange, but they're not aliens. They're not aliens. Do you believe in aliens from other planets? I mean, I think they would probably not be coming in balloons, would they? They would be coming in some spaceship, some unidentified flying objects, some kind of UFO. That's right, UFO, unidentified flying objects. Those of you who are around Europe might remember the old TV show UFO. UFO was a British sci-fi drama from the 1960s, early 70s, I think. Oh, it was very funny. You really need to watch that. I mean, they had everything, the short skirts, the pink hair in space. We pronounced it UFO, but the name of the TV show was simply the letters UFO, unidentified flying objects. Yeah, actually, interestingly enough, people here still watch that. I think one of the actresses was, she had a very famous musician brother. Let me just think for a moment who that was. Oh, yes, Drake, the musician Nick Drake's sister was in UFO. I think, was that Virginia Drake was her name, I think, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Anyway, UFO, do watch it. So about these balloons, well, they're clearly not unidentified flying objects, but other governments and spies and all these things. Do we really use balloons? I thought in these days we'd have technology, which means we can just hack into people's internet. No, is that not what we do these days? Wouldn't surprise me. I spend my day teaching here in Italki, and I'm sure with all the people I talk to, there must be people listening. I don't know, of course. I don't know how these things work, but I would imagine that would be the sensible way if you wanted to hear what somebody's saying, rather than having a balloon floating above them. Uh, anyway, what can I do for people? Give them better English? That's not really espionage, is it? Not really espionage. Anyway, Yeah, so these balloons, what's your thoughts? Do you believe in UFOs? What do you think? I think I probably do, but I don't think that these aliens are coming on spaceships to land on Earth. I think probably they live in another dimension around us, and at some point in the future, someone, probably AI, artificial intelligence, will find a way to discover this dimension. And as this mathematical awareness comes into our existence, we'll begin to see it and work with it. I suppose. I don't know. I still prefer Space 1999, that really awful sci-fi show about what space would be like in 1999. It was made in the 1970s. You really have to have a look at that one. It's very amusing. I think it was made by British TV company ITC in conjunction with Rai from Italy. You know, RAI, the Italian TV service. Yeah, Space 1999 was made by both. I loved Space 1999. Anyway, that's my view on these balloons, which are hovering above us, apparently. Hard to believe, isn't it, really? I mean, I don't know anything about these things, of course, but wouldn't it be so much easier just going to the computer and doing it that way, I think? I mean, I'm not a spy, but if I was, that's what I'd be looking to do. Don't put me in the air in a balloon. Uh, yeah. Having said that, I don't think they were manned. I think these balloons had machines inside them, didn't they? Sounds like something you'd see at a discotheque. Anyway, my 7 minutes are up, so that's it from me. I hope you've enjoyed this, and let's talk again soon. Bye.